Good morning, class. After studying Ohm's law um, and resistance and resistivity, today we will study about the limitations of Ohm's law or the non-ohmic resistances. Actually, ohmic resistances are the resistances for which voltage versus current graph is a straight line. इसका मतलब जो भी devices Ohm's law को completely follow करते हैं, it means for which voltage current graph is a straight line, they are known as ohmic resistances. Then what are non-ohmic resistance? If there is any kind of deviation due to characteristics, then such resistances are known as non-ohmic resistances. So the devices for which voltage versus current graph is not a straight line, they are known as non-ohmic resistances. We will learn the situations when it deviates from straight line graph. For example, voltage versus current graph is non-linear, then it is non-ohmic. It means if we increase value of I indefinitely, then at higher values voltage ceases to be proportional to I, means higher values पर voltage और current proportional नहीं है. For small values of current you can see that voltage and current they are straight line, they are proportional, so voltage versus current graph is a straight line. So up to certain limit it is behaving like ohmic resistance or it is following Ohm's law. But at higher values of I, the voltage is not proportional to I. Change in potential is not proportional to change in current. Okay. So at higher values, V ceases to be proportional to I. In such case, that device start behaving as non-ohmic resistance or it offers non-ohmic resistance. Okay. So up to certain limit or for small values it is ohmic, but for higher values it is behaving like non-ohmic resistances. Second is the relation between voltage and current depends on sign of V. In above graph, if we change the polarity of battery, means if it reverse the terminal, direction of current is reversed, but the behavior remains same. But there are certain devices in which voltage versus current graph it depends on sign of V. कि आपने किस टाइप का पोटेंशियल अप्लाई किया है उस साइन पर डिपेंड करता है. अगर आप पोलरिटी को रिवर्स कर देंगे तो उस केस में करंट का बिहेवियर चेंज हो जाएगा. इट मींस फॉर ए डिवाइस I is the value of current at a potential difference V. Suppose आपने एक V potential apply किया, ammeter showing the current I, but if direction of V is reversed, आप बैटरी के टर्मिनल्स को रिवर्स कर दें, keeping magnitude same, then direction and magnitude of current I also get changed. तो उस केस में magnitude of current also get changed. जबकि होना क्या चाहिए कि अगर V को अगर आप रिवर्स करते हैं तो I भी रिवर्स होना चाहिए, but magnitude should remain same. Here, if we keep magnitude of voltage constant, just reverse the direction, the magnitude and direction of current just get changed. दोनों ही change हो जाते हैं. And such behavior is shown in semiconductor diodes. ये last chapter आएगा हमारा semiconductors, वहाँ हम study करेंगे. And that semiconductor device is known as p-n junction device. And in p-n junction device, when positive potential is applied, the current is of the order of milliampere. And the variation is completely non-linear. You can see the variation is completely non-linear. Initially when voltage is increased there is very small change in current, and after some time when voltage is changed by a small amount the change in current is very large. Now if negative potential is applied, then the current is of the order of microampere. Okay, again the variation is non-linear. At higher potential differences, the change in current is very small. So such devices are non-ohmic devices because their variation is non-linear as well as their voltage versus current graph depends on polarity of voltage. Okay, so if polarity is reversed, their behavior get changed. And third is relation between voltage and current is not unique. ओम्स लॉ में आप देखते हैं कि एक पर्टिकुलर वोल्टेज पर करंट की वैल्यू कांस्टेंट है. वोल्टेज इज चेंज्ड, करंट गेट चेंज्ड, बट हियर देयर इज मोर देन वन वैल्यू ऑफ पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप एट सेम करंट आई. एक पर्टिकुलर करंट पर आपको पोटेंशियल की मोर देन वन वैल्यूज मिलेंगे. एग्जांपल हम लेते हैं गैलियम आर्सेनिक डिवाइस का. नाउ यू कैन सी even it shows the negative resistance also. This is the complete diagram. This is the voltage versus current variation. Voltage is increased, there is non-linear variation, and it reaches to a maximum value. After a particular value, if voltage is increased, current start decreasing. Okay, so in this region you can see this is the non-linear region. This is IV graph, and it is completely non-linear, and when it is decreasing, voltage is increasing but current is decreasing, so this is the negative resistance region. Change in current is negative, hence it will give you a negative value of resistance. Okay, second thing, if this is the value of current, there are two value of potential, 1 and 2. So material showing above mentioned properties explain that for these devices VI graph is not straight line, hence they do not obey Ohm's law. यहाँ पर Ohm's law obey नहीं होता, they are completely non-ohmic devices. Next, EMF, terminal potential and internal resistance. So first we will learn about cell. Cell is basically combination of one pair of electrodes. Basically cell is a device which is used to maintain not measure, maintain potential difference between 2 points in a circuit. सर्किट के दो पॉइंट्स के बीच में अगर आपको पोटेंशियल का डिफरेंस मेंटेन करना है, देन यू हैव टू यूज सेल. हाउ दिस सेल इज फॉर्म्ड? It is a combination of electrolytic solution and two electrodes. Two electrodes should be of two different metals. Okay, so two different metallic electrodes, they are immersed in electrolytic solution. Aqueous solution of salt, that is electrolytic solution. For example, आप कॉपर सल्फेट को वाटर में डिसॉल्व कर दें, अमोनियम क्लोराइड इज डिसॉल्व्ड इन वाटर. ओके, H2SO4 is dissolved in water, HCl is dissolved in water. So such kind of solutions, they are electrolytic solution. In a cell, both positive and negative charges are charge carrier. देखिए metals में क्या था? In metals only negative charges they were moving, but in this case within the solution both positive and negative charges are charge carriers and they conduct electricity. In electrolytic solution, salt get disassociated into its ion. जैसे कॉपर सल्फेट है तो ये Cu2 plus and SO4 minus 2 में डिसॉल्व हो जाएगा, and both will behave like charge carriers. So in a cell, both positive and negative charges are charge carrier and they conduct electricity. Okay, जब आप दो मेटालिक इलेक्ट्रोड्स को immerse करेंगे in the electrolytic solution, the electrode reaction will take place. One electrode will lose electron with electrolytic solution and acquire positive polarity, and other electrode gains electron from electrolytic solution and acquire negative polarity. One acquire positive polarity, one acquire negative polarity, hence potential difference get developed between two terminals. यहाँ इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशन के साथ जो रिएक्शंस होती हैं उनको आप बोलते हैं इलेक्ट्रोड रिएक्शंस. ओके, सो वन मेटल exchange electron with solution, another metal also exchange electron with solution, one loses electron and one gains electron. Okay, so what is anode potential? Due to the removal of electron, because whenever electron is moved some work has to be done, and that is anode potential, and its polarity is positive, and this is due to the reaction with electrolytic solution. तो मेटालिक इलेक्ट्रोड जब रिएक्शन करता है इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशन से एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमूव होगा, देन सम पोटेंशियल गेट डेवलप्ड एंड दैट इज इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल एंड इट इज पॉजिटिव पोलैरिटी पोटेंशियल. सेकंड इज कैथोड पोटेंशियल. इट इज of negative polarity potential and that is due to gain of electrons, and this is due to the reaction with electrolytic solution. एक मेटालिक इलेक्ट्रोड रिएक्शन करता है विद इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक सॉल्यूशन एंड इट गेन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन. उस केस में जो भी वर्क डन है चार्ज के मूवमेंट में, दैट इज कैथोड पोटेंशियल. नाउ व्हाट इज नेट पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस? दैट इज इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल V plus minus its polarity is negative, so we have put a negative sign here, minus minus makes it positive, so this is V plus plus V minus, means sum of electrode potential. This is the maximum potential difference. अगर आप सेल्स को डिटेल में स्टडी करना चाहते हैं, देन यू हैव टू स्टडी इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री इन केमिस्ट्री पोर्शन. I have just introduced the concept of cell. Now what is EMF of a cell? The term EMF means electromotive force. Electromotive force. Actually it is not a force. The term has been misinterpreted because of misconception. It is not a force. It was named so because due to EMF of a cell, electron start drifting in a particular direction. इसका नाम फोर्स इसीलिए दिया था, when cell is connected with a conductor, one terminal acquire positive polarity, second terminal acquire negative polarity, some electric field get developed and electrons experiences a force F is equal to QE in a particular direction. So this is the source of force, that is why it was named as electromotive force. Means a force who compels the electrons or charge carriers to move. Okay, that's why it was named as EMF, but it is not a force. Then what is EMF? EMF generates the potential difference, and whenever there is potential difference, charge will move at a terminal from higher potential to lower potential. So EMF of a cell is maximum potential difference between its two electrodes when no current is drawn from the cell. It is just like आपके पास घर पर एक water tank है and that water tank has been made at a particular height. Now the water is not flowing, so the maximum pressure difference from height to ground, that is the maximum pressure difference. Similarly, there is a maximum potential difference between two electrodes, and that maximum potential difference is EMF. Okay, so EMF of a cell is equal to sum of electrode potentials. E is equal to V plus plus V minus. Its unit is volt. Example मैंने water का लिया था. The flow of charges or the electric current, it is same as the flow of water. वाटर का फ्लो तभी पॉसिबल है जब दो लेवल्स में प्रेशर का डिफरेंस हो. बिफोर फ्लोइंग दैट वाटर इज प्लेस्ड इन ए ओवरहेड टैंक, देन वाटर विल फ्लो फ्रॉम ए हाइट एट हायर लेवल टू lower level, because whenever there is difference in level, pressure get created and liquid flows from a level at height to a lower level. Similarly, a difference in energy level is required, so there is a potential difference. One is at higher potential, other is at lower potential, and when a cell is connected in circuit, charges will flow, positive charge will flow from a potential at higher potential to lower potential. So this maximum potential difference is known as EMF. Next thing, internal resistance. The word is clear from terminal internal. It is the opposition or obstruction offered by the electrolytic solution and electrodes. So within the cell चार्जेस के फ्लो में जो भी opposition ऑफर होगा, that is known as internal resistance. So it is the opposition or obstruction offered by the electrolytic solution and electrodes in the flow of charges through it. तो charges जब within the cell flow करते हैं, उस समय जो resistance ऑफर होगा, that resistance is known as internal resistance. It is represented by a small r and its unit is also ohm. So it depends on following factors. First, it depends on nature, concentration and temperature of electrolytic solution. Nature means what salt is you are using for making electrolytic solution, whether it is ammonium chloride or it is copper sulfate. Okay. Concentration, it is known to you, the amount of salt in liquid and the temperature of electrolyte. Second is nature of electrode. What kind of electrodes you are using, whether you are using carbon and zinc, you are using copper or zinc. So nature of electrodes, it depends on nature of electrodes. Third thing, it depends on distance between electrodes, the relative separation between electrodes. Fourth, area of electrodes immersed in the electrolyte, आपने कितना एरिया इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में इमर्स किया है ये इस पर भी डिपेंड करेगा. ओके. Internal resistance, when we construct a new cell, its internal resistance is low. When we keeps on using a cell, its internal resistance goes on increasing. Okay, so internal resistance is a variable quantity for a given cell. Next is terminal potential. Now you can see I have shown a cell here. This is the container, this is electrolytic solution, this is one electrode, this is another electrode, this is plus terminal and this is minus terminal. We have connected an external resistance between these two terminals and the current is flowing in the circuit. Okay, so what is terminal potential? When cell is in closed circuit, it means closed circuit means we are drawing some current, then there is a fall in potential across its internal resistance offered by the cell. इन सेल के दोनों इलेक्ट्रोड के बीच में ये जो लिक्विड है यहाँ कुछ रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर होता है, और जब आयंस, क्योंकि कंप्लीट क्लोज सर्किट इस तरीके से होता है, सो व्हेन आयंस पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव आयंस दे आर मूविंग फ्रॉम वन इलेक्ट्रोड टू अनदर इलेक्ट्रोड, सम वर्क हैज टू बी डन अगेंस्ट दिस इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस. तो यहाँ इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस कुछ पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप होगा. सो देयर इज ए फॉल इन पोटेंशियल अक्रॉस इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर्ड बाय द सेल. अब टोटल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस E था, उस E का एक पार्ट यहां इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस अपीयर होगा. तो रिमेनिंग कहां आएगा? रिमेनिंग इस रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस आएगा. हेंस पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू इलेक्ट्रोड्स गेट रिड्यूस्ड. सो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इन दिस सिचुएशन इज कॉल्ड टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल. जब आप सेल से करंट ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं उस समय पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कितना है, दैट इज नोन एज टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल. Hence, terminal potential is the potential difference between two terminals of cell when current is drawn from the cell or cell is in closed circuit. आप सेल से करंट ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं उस समय इस टर्मिनल और इस टर्मिनल के अक्रॉस पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कितना है, that is terminal potential. And generally, if a resistance R is connected, terminal potential between these two terminals is equal to potential drop across this resistance R. क्योंकि इस रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस जितना अपीयर हो गया है वो इंटरनल पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप है, रिमेनिंग विल अपीयर अक्रॉस आर. तो इन दोनों के अक्रॉस जो भी पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है वो कहां अपीयर होगा, वो आर के अक्रॉस अपीयर होगा. ओके, सो लेट इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस इज इक्वल टू स्मॉल आर, एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस इज कैपिटल आर, एंड current is flowing in a closed path, so total resistance is R plus R. They are not in parallel combination. Internal resistance is always treated in series because it is along the path. चार्जेस जब मूव कर रहे हैं तो उनके मूवमेंट के अलोंग ये रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर होता है, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज treated as in series combination. What is the EMF of cell? It is E. So current in circuit is I, it is voltage upon resistance, total voltage is E, total resistance is R plus R. Now terminal potential of a cell is equal to potential drop across external resistance. तो टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल हमेशा एक्सटर्नल रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस जो पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप है उसके इक्वल होता है. सो करंट इज आई, रेजिस्टेंस इज आर, सो टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल वी इज इक्वल टू आई आर. नाउ यूज दिस इक्वेशन. I is equal to E upon R plus R, so multiply them. I R plus R is equal to E, open the bracket, IR plus IR is equal to E. This I and capital R is terminal potential V plus IR is equal to E. So V is equal to E minus IR. यही हमने एक्सप्लेन किया था कि इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है दैट इज IR. इस EMF में से इतना पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस होगा. What is the remaining amount? Remaining amount is E minus IR, that will appear as terminal potential V. Now you can see that terminal potential V is less than E. V is less than E. So terminal potential is always less than EMF of a cell. Terminal potential is always less than EMF of a cell. Now again it can be simplified as V is equal to E minus IR. So what is the value of IR? आई आर को यहाँ ट्रांसफर करें, ई एज इट इज, वी इधर आके माइनस का हो जाएगा. सो आई आर इज इक्वल टू ई माइनस वी. व्हाट इज आर? इट इज ई माइनस वी अपॉन आई. सो फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 2 आई इज इक्वल टू वी अपॉन आर. करंट सेम है, I is equal to V upon R also, or I is equal to E upon R plus R also. Here we are using I is equal to V upon R. So substitute this value V upon R, transfer R in above direction. So R is equal to E minus V upon V into R. V से divide कर दें. So you can write this equation in this form also. R is equal to E upon V minus 1 into R. So this is the expression for internal resistance. E is EMF, V is terminal potential, okay, and R is the external resistance. Now, there is only one situation when terminal potential is greater than EMF, and that is charging of a cell. When a cell is charged, then direction of current is reversed. Then V is equal to E plus IR. माइनस I की जगह करंट को रिवर्स कर दें, माइनस हो जाएगा. सो V इज इक्वल टू E प्लस IR. V हमें टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल फाइंड करना है, इसलिए यहाँ पोलरिटी यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं. EMF remains constant. I is the amount of current. R is internal resistance. Now you can see the terminal potential is greater than EMF. So this is the situation when terminal potential is greater than EMF. Otherwise, when current is drawn from the cell, then terminal potential is always less than EMF. Now we will discuss three graphs. First graph is between EMF and resistance. We know that EMF is completely independent of R. So whatever be the value of R, EMF remains constant. So it is a straight line. Second is voltage versus resistance graph. Now V is equal to E minus IR. इसको आप यहाँ लिख लें, ये डिलीट हो गया है. V is equal to E minus I small r. Now what is the value of I? V is equal to E minus, this is V upon R and small r as it is. Transfer V upon R into R in right hand side and take V common. So you will find V is equal to E upon I plus R upon R. It means when resistance is increased, R को आप increase करें, ये term decrease होगी, ये 1 से ग्रेटर है, तो इसका मतलब पोटेंशियल E से स्मॉलर होगा. सो इट विल इंक्रीज. नाउ अप्लाई कंडीशन वेयर व्हेन R टेंड्स टू इनफाइनाइट. अगर हम R को इंक्रीज करते करते इनफाइनाइट पर ले जाएं, R इनफाइनाइट, R अपॉन इनफाइनाइट बिकम्स 0, देन इट इज 1, देन E is equal to V, then V is equal to EMF. So if R goes on increasing, value of V increases, but it never touches the graph E. When R becomes infinite, then only the terminal potential is equal to EMF of cell. Okay. And the last, this is the graph between voltage versus current. Cell के लिए voltage versus current. V is equal to minus IR plus E. आप इसको कर सकते हैं y is equal to mx plus c. c is the intercept. तो y पर आप v ले लें और x पर आप क्या ले लें, I ले लें. Now y एक्सिस पर x की वैल्यू 0 होती है, तो x पर क्या है, I है. अगर मैं I की वैल्यू को 0 पुट कर दूं here, तो v is equal to E. तो इसका मतलब ये ग्राफ कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा, E से स्टार्ट होगा. और कहाँ तक जाएगा, ये x एक्सिस है, x एक्सिस पर y की वैल्यू 0 होती है, y मीन्स वोल्टेज. तो अगर मैं वोल्टेज को 0 पुट कर दूं, दिस इज 0, माइनस IR प्लस E इज इक्वल टू 0. सो E इज इक्वल टू IR, सो I इज इक्वल टू E अपॉन R. सो इट विल टच और कट द ग्राफ एट ए पॉइंट E by R and it is a straight line because y is equal to mx plus c represents a straight line. नेगेटिव स्लोप है, इसका मतलब ये डाउनफॉल है. Okay, so this is the graph between voltage and current for a cell. That's all for today. Have a good day.